Konami has confirmed a new Suikoden live stream event coming up on August the 5th, so that just started people speculating about what that could possibly be about. It's set to run for 90 minutes, pretty long, and will be broadcasting at 4 a.m. PST, 7 a.m. EST. Bit of a rough one for us North American fans, but if there's anything worthwhile, stick around because I will be talking about it. It's a long show that might suggest there could be some new stuff that comes up, possibly further big remasters of Suikoden, maybe starting with Suikoden III. The more likely explanation is that it'll be more information about Suikoden Starleap, the mobile Suikoden game that's also on PC with gacha elements, and the anime. But it is possible that with so much time, they will announce the next Suikoden Remaster project, which I think would only make sense if it was Suikoden 3. Suikoden 3 was the first game in the series to go 3D, coming out on the PS2 back in 2000. It changes some things to the structure, including different kind of tactical combat in big battles. It also tried an experimental structure with 3 separate protagonists that you choose between as the story moves forward, giving you multiple different perspectives based on which protagonist you chose. Eventually that culminated in this single protagonist that you choose as the keeper of the True Fire Rune. Suikoden 3 is a great game. It would be a prime target for some sort of HD remaster, but the question is, would Konami do that, and if they did, what would that look like? We do know that they're willing to put in some effort into HD versions of their old games, and they're even willing to do remakes for big games like Metal Gear Solid 3, but I'd imagine Suikoden doesn't quite get that treatment in terms of a remake. Then again, Konami's representatives have said the sales of Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remasters were extremely strong, so there are clearly people interested in Suikoden that are willing to pay for remasters. Potential problem for a Suikoden 3 remaster is that it would need a lot of work to really make it look up to par compared to what they needed to do for the Suikoden 1 and 2 remasters. Suikoden 3 would need a completely redone UI, something that they've already done with the previous HD remaster, so that is something they can do. The models have that older PS2 title clunkiness to them, so they probably need some work as well. There are a ton of low-resolution textures that are kind of jarring to look at compared to today's standards, so obviously you would need to apply upscales, and you might need to do new portraits for all of the characters. Again, that is something they've done. Keep in mind there are 108 Stars of Destiny, so any sort of changes to the models and the portraits would need to be done to all of those characters. Pretty big undertaking. Suikoden 3 could actually be a much bigger undertaking than it first seems if they were to do an HD remaster. That doesn't mean it can't be done, but it seems like it would be a much more involved job than the 1 and 2 HD remasters. They could take the easier route and just kind of upscale everything, mostly leaving models as they are, and doing new textures, updated UI, and bringing everything to higher resolutions. Honestly, that'd be an okay route to go. I personally would rather they put in more effort than that, but the real point is to get everything to modern consoles and on PC, so I wouldn't be too surprised if they decide to keep the changes pretty minimal. If the sales for Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster were actually as good as they seem to be saying they are, surely they put in the extra effort. There are a lot of Suikoden fans, and it seems like over time, even with the lack of new games, that number has multiplied. So if they're really serious about reviving the series, this would be a good litmus test for that. Do they actually put the extra effort in to make an HD remaster, or do they do the bare minimum? Still unsure if Suikoden 3 HD Remaster will even be at the upcoming livestream on the 5th, regardless of whether it is coming or not. If I had to guess, I'd say they spend a lot of time on the other projects, maybe talk about upcoming events or some side project that is coming up. I've probably been burned by Konami too many times to have faith that they'll give the fans what they want, but money talks, and with the success of the previous HD remasters, Suikoden 3 is surely just a matter of time. What about you? Do you think they'll announce Suikoden 3 Remaster? Let me know in the comments. If there's any new information about potential Suikoden projects, I'll update in a new video, so be sure to subscribe for that. Thanks for watching.